Well, Nebraskans are not waiting to make their voices heard in election 2024. In Lancaster County alone, they sent out more than 50,000 mail-in ballots, and so far, almost 32,000 have either been mailed back to them or people came in person to vote. Officials say that number is on par with past elections. And today, a huge line forming as people wait to cast their ballots at the Lancaster County Election Office. Channel 8's Mackenzie Johnson joins us live from there now. Mackenzie, how busy did it get today?
Well, Rod, even though we're 2 weeks out, Nebraskans are ready for Election Day. For a few hours earlier today, there was a line of cars waiting to drop off their ballots in here. There was also a line out the door of the building as people were casting their early votes.
It's a good problem to have. Just you see all these people wanting to exercise their voice in our government.
Take a look at the line of people curling around the side of the building on Tuesday afternoon. I sent this video into our Now Local News app as more than a dozen people stood outside ready to vote in the 2024 election. And the line wasn't letting up. It was like this for around 3 hours this afternoon. Some of the voters surprised to see the turnout.
I frankly was, yeah. Well, I think it shows a real patriotism and civic responsibility about people that is encouraging.
Another voter tells me he's working on Election Day, but he still wants his vote to count.
Well, I mean, whatever your opinions or positions are, if you want them to be even partially reflected in the outcome of the election, this is the way to do it.
Todd-Wiltgen, the county election commissioner, says this rush of early voters is becoming more common.
Over time, you've seen people voting early more often. And so that's why you've seen the numbers of people who request ballots by mail, but also who come into the office have increased. Overall number is lower than it was in 2020 for early voting, but that was just because the turnout for early voting in 2020 was astronomical. I don't think we're going to reach that level.
Wiltgen tells me voters should come to the polls prepared because this year's ballot has a lot on it.
It is more complicated this year because we do have 6 statewide questions. We have 2 constitutional amendments, a referendum, and 3 initiatives at the end of your ballot. And so I would encourage people to do their research before they come to the office.
But if you need to, you can bring notes in when you vote, and you can use your phone to do some research. One voter tells me that's the strategy he uses.
I can take a little bit of time and look up everything I need to look up. I have my little notes in my phone and everything, and that's handy to have.
Friday is the last day to request a mail-in ballot, but you can vote early in person at your county election office through November 4th. Reporting in Lincoln, Mackenzie Johnson, Channel 8 News.